another video. Okay, so today I'm playing.
So a tough early challenge here, second and long after the sack.
Against the Dallas Cowboys. And I don't love it.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
Prescott now from the 50. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. The 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Yeah, sir. Also pretty good.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage. This time a sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll...
I don't like doing that.
Yeah, remember he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play calling, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Prescott now. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about
sweep? Here's Cooper. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 24 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Forbath, the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. These two teams all tied after one. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl. 17 carries, over 100 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well? 133 yards of total offense?
Would you calling me out for a
give him his due, because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs, because his total versus Raheem Mostert, who ran for, I believe, 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco, advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
That first down completion only netted him through pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
But this was the whole season,
with a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Robert Quinn picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you're talking about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you want a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
You can't play
26 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Do it.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
When you call
The
me
Dallas
after a
offense
game.
here set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Only calling me after a game. I want to go into the game. I didn't even give a frick. You calling me up for a game, just bringing up what I'm bringing the pain. K-I-F-F-I-N. Almost the same play that he did.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Yeah, baby.
And got his man complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on first and 10. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Oh, my God, I'm getting my kink off. I'm getting my kink off.
And I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now he'll pull it down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Number 53, Mike 53. Here we go.
Again, it's Elliott. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big run that time by Elliott. 51 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, chill.
Prescott escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. You had to.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
A
quick throw here at
the
Cobb.
He's holding him by the
He'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Freaking God, I hate
from
David.
6 yards away. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and we are tied at 14.
7 plays, bro, and you don't see my scoring drive. I did like
so we're right back where we
5
started,
to 6
all
plays.
even as the kicks away.
And I beat the high score, but no.
The end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
You're not gonna.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Looking to throw is Mahomes. On the move to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's
I feel like
reach.
I was gonna
Maybe
lose
wise
or
call not to
something.
take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I'm really trying to lose.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Looks to throw.
Oh my God, it's Patrick Mahomes.
It's going to be incomplete. The coverage is too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So
the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. What do you think, Charles? Too big of a risk? I mean, why not just take the lead there here in the fourth?
We can
I know
blitz
many
them.
subscribe to
We
the
can
theory that fortune
blitz
favors the
them.
bold.
We can blitz them so
And
they
in
get
this
enough
situation,
backs
that
so we
was a
can
bold
get
move.
a few yards.
Faking it in that situation. Fortune didn't shine on them in
no
that
fortune.
case. Now they've got to play defense and try to prevent them from scoring and losing this one.
Here's Prescott. Coming, and he's taken down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Let's take it inside his own 40. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's second down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelce. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
I'm going to waste the time.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it first and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. This would be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Mahomes to throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The tight end Blake Bell, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Mahomes going to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a look. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score.
What happened?
Touchdown, Kansas City. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's back to throw. Flushed out, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Prescott on fourth down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
Okay, this is gonna be the end of the stream for today. I'll stream tomorrow.